at them. They have the opportunity to be just absorbing everything on stage, and they're on their cell phones. And I'm like, well, then do something about it.
Yeah.
You know?
We had a girl go out on Norwegian cruise lines, and in rehearsals they said, "You're not in this number. Your track is just not in this number." So she was in the audience, the same thing, and they're doing the number. About 3 weeks later, something happened where somebody was out or whatever, and they said, "We need to teach you this number so you can go in it." She said, "I know it. I know the number." "You already know it?" "Yeah, I wasn't just sitting there. I was learning the number a while."
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, and they loved her because she went in that night as a replacement.
She made herself valuable.
Yes, and a pro. That's what a pro does. She didn't just sit there. She learned the number just in case and what happened. You know, it's the Gwen Verdon stories where somebody's sick and you go on and you're a star now.
Don, that's how I got my position at Country Tonite.
Wow.
When I was hired on there in '94, I was just a bass player,
Right.
making, probably the less pay than anybody in the cast. Okay. So I'm playing the bass. I sing one little verse and a chorus of a song while Johnny Lone Star spin his guns and twirled his ropes and stuff. So they wasn't really watching me. They was watching him. So about the next year, early in the spring, the MC of the show passed out. We did 2 shows a day, 6 days a week. So he goes home and they're cooking lobster. His wife decides to make lobster. They're from up northeast New York somewhere. And he's from Indiana. He's a country boy. He gets a steak knife and tries to cut the lobster tail, and it slides off and just kind of pricks his finger. And he stands up, and he sees the blood, and he passes out, falls over, hits his face on the windowsill, and broke his jaw. Broke his jaw. So this is in between shows, middle of the week.
Aye.
He calls RP, and RP calls Karen. Karen was actually in town that day. She was in town for the week. And they called me in there, and Wayne, RP, Karen's in there, and like, what are we going to do? We have a show in an hour and a half, and Michael has a broke jaw. And Wayne goes, well, Clay can talk. She's like, what? What do you mean? Well, Clay could do it. And I'm like, she's like, could you do this? And that show had a script
It was
book.
scripted.
This-
and you weren't allowed to get an A or an N or a the. No, it was
Wow.
scripted.
The book was this thick, Don. And I'm talking tons of dialogue, and it was word for word. You did not vary from the script. Like she said, every adjective, you did not vary one bit. And you might be, reading down here, and on this word, you need to be making your way to number 3, stage right. And then on this word, it was that. You were basically a robot.
It was Hamilton.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I said, yes, ma'am, I could do it, but it ain't going to be, it's going to be the way I do it, because I don't know that. I know I've heard the dialogue over and over and over for a year, but I'm going to have to make it my own. She goes, can you get us through it? And I said, yeah. So I went down there, and the curtain went up, and here we went, and I got done, and she's like, wow, that was really good. Well, thank you. She said, how soon before you can memorize all that? I said, I got a pretty good memory. A few days, I could probably have it all down. And, within 3 or 4 days, I was just bam, 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 bam. And all of a sudden, the guy never got his job back.
Yikes.
And he was pissed at me, and we were buddies. Yeah. But I'm like, sorry?
Hey, I like lobster too, but I'm not giving up my job.
My salary doubled.
There you go.
Doubled.
And that's what it's really about, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Doubled. Exactly doubled.
Well, you had Cassidy too, so that was. You needed that income.
Yeah, I'm like, hey, I stepped in, I winged it, learned the script, and the rest is history.
Yeah.
Reminds me of Wally Pipp.